And we are back, everyone, with the start of the Monza 76 race. There goes the flag. And we have lots of drivers here today, 2 rookies. Well, basically 1 rookie now for Graham Racing Team. Right now going into the first chicane. Looks like they're going 4 wide into the first chicane. Everyone makes a Fox cuts the course. We'll get a drive-through penalty for that for sure. Most of the Graham racers taking it easy, as they are not used to the track. But it looks like Fox with the drive-through penalty is leading, but he's cutting the grass. Oh my god. But really, Speedrome and Carlos are battling for P2 right now. Marines and Castle are battling, or not really battling no more, for P4. But Carlos does get ahead because Fox has a bad exit. And Fox drops down behind Castle and looks like P5. Carlos is one of the favorites here, but the 2 Bravums, which are powered by Ferrari engines, are also one of the favorites. Ferrari wants to win a Monza race. They have 2 chances with either Speedrome or Marines, 2 really good drivers in the World Drivers Championship. Sorry, my bad. But it looks like Speedrome goes for the move. Oh, Fox cuts the course. Oh my god. He will have to get a time penalty for that. That is unacceptable. Speedrome does get ahead though. And Marines does finally get past Castle. Castle tries to go on the inside. Marines blocks it, but it looks like Carlos tries to do the same on Speedrome. Speedrome is trying to gun it. Roaring down the front stretch. All the cars are still intact somehow. That's a first in this league's history. A bit of lag. But it looks like Carlos is going to go for the move in the second chicane. Same with Castle. Carlos sticks it. Castle does not. You see a lot of people lock up the brakes there. It looks like the 2 Bravums and Lotus Jr., which is being bought by Williams. It is true now. It is being bought by Williams. Lotus does not have the financial situation to keep that staying. Oh my, it's really close to the barrier there. But it looks like, oh, a tire. It's from Fox. Fox has lost a tire. And there he is on lap number 2 of the Grand Prix, having to try to limp back to the pits. I would even be amazed if he would even finish this race out of last place. But we're going to restart in lap number 3, heading towards the third chicane. But it looks like a random goes off the track. A Graham racing car also goes off the track right there. Fox still trying to make it back to pit lane. And right now we are spectating, it looks like, to be Speedrome battling Castle. These 2 have been one of the longest drivers in the history of this series. They go way back to round 1. And there is Marines now, surprisingly in P2 right at the moment, chasing down Carlos. It is probably going to be a freeway battle for this race. Really competitive. Speedrome, if he wins, will secure the championship. If Marines wins, he still has a fighting chance, and Carlos still has a fighting chance for P2 or even the win of the championship. But it's not that likely with being 60 points behind. Right now, going around Parabolica, Carlos still leads the race. Marines and Speedrome do have really good acceleration on the front stretch. You can see both of them pulling away from Castle at the moment. Carlos does like to lock up the brakes there. That is definitely true. We do know everyone has different driving styles, for sure. Here comes, looks like Speedrome on the attack to Marines. And oh, Castle, full DNF. He has hit the barrier and looks like he's lost both back or both left side tires. There is no way he is driving that back to the pits. But right now the attack is on. Marines versus Speedrome. Speedrome tries to get the run. Marines blocks it and keeps P2 at the moment. Both Bravums fighting to catch up to Carlos now in lap number 8. Looks like Carlos is defending against Marines. The Marines goes for the lunge on the outside. Does he have the speed out wide? And they just killed Fox going back to pit lane. But looks like Marines, Carlos side by side down the front stretch. Speedrome behind. This is battle for the lead on lap number 9. Carlos slowly pulling away. Marines now pulls in front. Going into the first chicane. This would decide it all. Marines gets a better exit, but Carlos gets a better exit on chicane. On chicane number 2. He takes the lead back from Marines. Marines drops back a bit to Speedrum. Oh my lord, what the battles. This is as equivalent to Hockenheim. Both Hockenheims have been good. It looks like Monza is also going to be good. Carlos locks up the brakes a bit, trying to get away from Marines and Speedrum hot on his tail at the moment. This is a race of the century. WYN in the background is a Grim Racer on his second race, is in 4th place, surprisingly. Same with his teammate, currently in 5th place, still running. Those two are still running somehow. Looks like Marines and Speedrum trying to catch up, but when someone goes for the lunge, it looks like Speedrum got past Marines and is now going for the lunge on Carlos on lap number 10. He takes the lead away. If he can hold it, he will win the championship. There is nothing Carlos or Marines can do to try to catch him unless he fumbles. But we do know that last sector number 1 is the sector that if you make a mistake, there is a high chance of you DNFing, as we saw from Fox and Castle. Somehow Fox has made it, or basically almost made it back to pit lane. But Speedrum goes for the lunge. Oh my lord, but Carlos retaliates and keeps the lead. The Marines almost spins out in the background, but he saves it. This is some great driving from these free top 3 drivers in the series. Oh wow. Going around Parabolica right now. Speedrum tries to go for the lunge on the outside, but just doesn't have the pace, it looks like, to get Carlos. Carlos still leads going into lap number 11. Going for the chicane after a yell restart. Both Bravums are off the line in P1 and P2. Marines lead. This is caused by Cord hitting the barrier, but it's still going. He is just making it back to the pits right now. Alright, now it looks like Carlos has dropped back to almost 4th place. YN is basically fighting for the position, but the Grand Experience Racer doesn't have as much experience as Carlos and sadly gets by. I would have loved to see a battle between those two in the future. Really, anyone that battles Carlos, Marine, Speedrum, or DeFlip has an interesting battle that we will see during the series right now. Lap number 15. Marines is now playing the role of defender, trying to stop Carlos from passing him and taking points in the Constructors title and in the Drivers title. He is currently defending his position and Speedrum's position in the championship. Marines is blocking Carlos as much as he can, trying not to let him pass. Speedrum is slowly being caught up to. He is fumbling a bit. As we can see, Speedrum fumbles as he gets later into the race, as we saw from Hockenheim. But Marines looks like it's trying to be overtaking. Carlos goes on the outside, but does Marine stick it? Marine sticks it on the inside and overtakes him. There we saw Cord heading back to pit lane. Oh, he has a blown radiator. That may be a retirement. A little update. Cord has made it back to pit lane, I believe. And it looks like Speedrum is now defending against Carlos and Peter right now because Marines couldn't have stopped him on the front stretch with that slipstream. Right now, lap number 16 out of 20. Carlos goes for the lunge on the inside. Speedrum blocks. Is this going to be a Ferrari win or a Bravum win? As right now, Bravum and Ferrari are both intertwined, with Ferrari doing the engine, Bravum doing the car chassis. Right now, both of them make a mistake. Marines is caught up now. Lap number 17. But wait, was that Speedrum in the background? Oh, how did I not notice he is DNF'd? Then I hear Carlos leading the race. Lap number 10. Oh no! No! Marines will take the win with that mistake. With Carlos and his rookie driver in his own team will take P2. Driver of the day is Carlos with that great performance against the Bravums. Oh, I would have loved to see him win. Here's a driver's points towards the end of the league's season. And I hope you all have a good day after that spectacular race.